They did it again, my friends. This is Tony. Hope you're all doing well. We're talking about the Winter Olympics. They just had their opening yesterday. And of course, we're already seeing a number of photos coming out. Not really surprising, actually, considering the history of all these opening ceremonies at the Olympics. We've seen all the weird symbols and strangeness over the years. We had, of course, what was it? France last time, right? Where they had the Last Supper, but then they were essentially mocking it. Then they told us they weren't mocking it. And then we actually proved they were, because they actually had some writing that actually mocked it literally on the front of the table. You know, then they sort of walked it back. Oh, we didn't do that. Right? You remember that whole thing? And so now apparently they're just putting up some bizarre imagery, which apparently looks a little bit like a pentagram. Now they claim, I thought they claimed this was an atom. I think this is what they were saying it was, is an atom, and they were combining two flames together. I'll actually show you the video in a little bit. And it's just, obviously the color, the symbol inside the circle kind of lends towards what we're all sort of thinking when you look right at it. Like, maybe this isn't a good thing. Maybe not. It's got the flame in the center, of course. They united two different cities. And, of course, it was in Italy this time. Milano, Cortina, however you say that. I'm assuming that's how you say it. In Italy, as you can see here on the map. And like I said, it seems like every time they do this, they got some weird thing they're doing where they're essentially mocking Jesus, or they're, putting up some weird symbols. Obviously, with this one in France, it was in, where was that at? I actually had it open a second ago. Well, it's interesting. Let me show you that real quick. Where was it last time? Because I wanted to show you something else that recently happened also in France. I'm wondering if it's in the same place. Olympics, France. What was it? 2024, I think it was. Yeah, August 2024. And it was in Paris. I was thinking, it was in Paris. Right. So let me see how that compares to this other location. We had this other weird parade that happened tail end of last year in Toulouse, France, where they had Lilith and Minotaurs parading through the city in a pretty, a gigantic fashion. I mean, they had numerous people running each one of these, and they had them meet up. You can see here, this is actually Lilith with a bunch of spider legs with a Minotaur. Right? So that was in Toulouse, France, which I'm not sure how close that is to Paris. I don't think it's near it, but maybe I'm wrong. Let's go look here. I wanted to see how far away it was from each other. In Paris. Okay, let's see what we got here. Oh, it's pretty far away. Yeah, I was thinking it was kind of far away. It is. It's literally 6 hours away. Yeah, one side of the other side of the country. Yeah, I was thinking it was far away. All right, so it's just bizarre because all these things are in the... Oh, that's interesting. So I'm curious about the locations when they do these, because this is right here now, the newest one in the Winter Olympics. I'm wondering if there's like a shape it makes if you go through all the different places they do these things. I don't know. That's a good question, actually. But here we go. We'll just get into this a little bit. Satanic, of course, symbolism was right out in the open, as usual, during the opening ceremony of the Winter Olympics. Nothing new. You got here literally, the Church, of Satan has almost the exact same looking symbol there. Red in the background. Yeah, kind of relates a little bit. Of course, they're going to just say, oh, that's just a weird happenstance, just a weird coincidence that occurred. And I'm going to get into a ton of stuff with regards to this because we got a lot. We got them walking through a gateway as they go into the Olympics. I'll show you that. We got a lot of other crazy things. The date that they did it on, which is rather curious. And also, I'm going to show you the video behind this and a number of other analysis, other symbols being seen there, and much more, including a ton of other stuff. First, I'm going to mention food supply, 25-year shelf life. Link is in the description. 3 months for $600+. I think that's $697 if I remember correctly. Premium package. Go check it out. Link is in the description for that. Of course, this book here, The Lost Ways, How Your Great-Great-Grandfather Lived Without Electricity. How to Build a Cellar, Do Things Around the House as they did in the old days. Hundreds of pages to illustrate. You're going to definitely need that book before the power goes out. You've seen it happen in Europe. I think it was a year ago. 4 different countries in Europe. It also happened in America in a few different places, in Washington State about 2 years ago. And it had to do with something that happened right across the border in Canada when China was doing exercises. Just how happened 3 power substations got hacked. And of course, they've been talking about that happening perhaps as a means to where that was a test of something they could do in the future. $37, get the printed version. Go check out all my social media link below. We are doing awesome on X finally. We're actually getting some serious views. I mean, I won't say awesome because there's guys getting way more views than I do, but we were really, really small at first. And it took a little while to get off the ground. But we're getting some serious views. Not serious. I mean, we're getting, 10,000 views here and there, 80,000, stuff like that. I mean, compared to some of these guys that get millions of views on everything they put up. But I think eventually that'll happen one day, maybe in the hopefully not too distant future. But go check it out. It would be awesome to get more of you guys over there. Some of you have already went over there. I'm really happy about that. I'd say only a couple percent of you guys are over there. I'm serious. I mean, when I post on the front page, I do get a little bit of traction, but not a lot. I usually get a lot more just commenting under people's posts because apparently people like what I have to say or something. I don't know what's going on there. But before I was thinking for a while they weren't liking what I was saying, but it actually started taking off. Anyway, go check that out as well. Let's get back to the video. So we have here I saw this post about the opening ceremony where they walk through, of course, one of these Olympic rings. And it just seemed interesting how they had to walk through it going onto the stage, kind of an indication of a portal. We had some interesting stuff I covered on a video on my main channel back in like 2018 about there being the devil's chambers underneath the Vatican. And actually, let me show you that real quick. And what's interesting is we have this clip from Henry Groover of him seeing this. He saw, I think in a vision or a dream. He actually had numerous dreams that have come true. He's also has one about World War III, and I've covered that in the past. Henry Groover is this man right here. He died. He actually predicted, he had a dream about Trump, where Trump came to him with a king's mantle on and left it at his house and said, "I'll be back." And he died, I believe this dream was way before he lost the 2020 election. So essentially the dream was saying that he will be back, meaning he lost, but he'll come back. So he actually had an accurate dream in that respect, but he had other dreams as well. A lot of different dreams, but he had one about an angel chained up underneath the streets of Rome. And I had a video where I covered on my main channel, God Rules, about, let me see if I can pull this up. It's the oldest. Here we go. Lucifer's Temple Chambers beneath the Vatican. This video right here, it's got almost 5 million views at this point. But I covered, let's just pull it up real quick. Oh, wow, I used that intro way back when. That's cool. I forgot all about that intro. I have that around here somewhere still. Let's see here. What was it? Yeah, there's a room underneath the Vatican where it actually has a picture of the devil, Lucifer, still on the wall. They have all these different rooms in Necropolis underneath the Vatican with false gods in each room. Like, why would you have that? Could you imagine going into your church's basement and finding a room to Satan and to Apollo and, oh, this is just historical here. Oh, nothing weird's going on at our church. So you go, oh, why do you got a room to the devil over here in your church? It's a little weird, a little strange. You know what I mean? You don't think the devil might show up there once in a while and talk to somebody? Oh, that's right. The files, the Epstein files, apparently the Pope's in there. Maybe I should show you that as well. I forgot all about that. My goodness, dude, there's so much stuff right now. It's just ridiculous. All the stuff we were talking about all these years has now been proven true. Or maybe not all of it, but we talked about a lot of crazy stuff over the years. But actually, quite a few of the things that I sort of said, hey, this might be true. Yeah, actually, a lot of it was, apparently. So let's just type in Pope, see what we get here. I know one of the popes met with him more than once. Oh, we only got 420 results here. I don't have anything pulled up. Maybe I should go to X and pull up something because I'm sure someone wrote something over there. But as you can see here in the data sets, on the files, there's lots of mentions of the Pope. Pretty obviously. There you got one right here. I don't even know. Some of these are probably just links and stuff. If we go to X, let's go to just type in, I'm not trying to do this right now. I just thought maybe I should pull something up on this as well. Okay. What does this say? Okay, well, what's this say? 2010, Pope Benedict received a performance of shirtless gymnasts who performed in a gay circus, which confused a lot of people. That was in the what do you call it? What do they call it? The audience hall, which has the weird statue of allegedly Jesus that looks like a lizard, and then it has like snake eyes and looks like a little snake's head. That whole building, you remember that? With a weird ass sculpture behind him. And this is in Italy. Of course, the Winter Olympics are in Italy. Okay, this is why I'm talking about this here. But, so what does this say? On December 28, Boris sent an email to Jeffrey saying, hope that you put Pope in shame with your gymnast. What the hell, bro? So Jeffrey's like the one telling him what to have going on in the Vatican audience hall? You see what I'm getting at now? I'm sure you guys have seen the pictures of the audience hall, right? I've only shown it like numerous times. It literally looks like a snake or a dragon's head. The red dragon, from Revelation or something. I mean, not exactly rocket science. Of course, when Jesus walked, a lot of people are like, you should lose your faith over this. Why would I lose my faith over this? I literally read the Gospels. Jesus literally had a problem with all the religious leaders of his time because they were all hypocrites and frauds. Kind of like what we're seeing today. Literally, what's written in the Gospels is exactly what's happening and exactly the same. They all wanted to kill him because he was telling the truth. What a shocker. The leadership is the same today as they were back then. I mean, I'm not going to lose my faith. It actually confirms it. It's just no one pays attention. That's the problem. So you got this little room to Lucifer underneath the Vatican in Necropolis. Necropolis, the name of Necropolis alone should give you pause. But the fact of the matter is, you got all these weird symbols at, of course, the Olympics. We had here Henry Groover, who had the numerous dreams, prophetic dreams. He had one about World War II, where essentially Russia and China come in from both sides into America. By the way, the power goes out beforehand. All the communication goes down. Electricity goes out. A lot of people have had dreams about this, not just him, numerous people. I've had people in the comment section talking about it. You can go look on YouTube, just type in World War III, Russia, China. You'll see like hundreds of people with dreams on this, all pretty much saying the exact same thing. Some are saying that there's like a tsunami coming towards cities, which actually makes sense because Russia has that technology now. It's called Poseidon. You can go look it up. But he talks about angels chained, and fallen angels chained beneath the streets of Rome. Well, that kind of fits in with these necropolis with rooms to the devil underneath the Vatican. It kind of fits into the exact same thing. Right there. I'm not saying, I see my wife is Catholic. I'm not saying the Catholic Church is bad. What I'm saying is the leadership is bad. And this is the whole issue. You got lots of bad leadership in the Protestant church as well. In the Orthodox church, it's a lot better. Although you probably still got issues over there as well. Like Russian and Greek Orthodox, all these. But the fact is, the point is it having faith in Christ, following him. He talks about angels being chained up underneath the streets of Rome, right? You got here The date in which the Winter Olympics started was on 2/6/2026, which is also, from what I understand, a very interesting date. I had another thing pulled up here on that as well, on the date 2/6/2026. I think it was Bo Pony. Do I have that still up? I do, actually. Let me show you that real quick as well. We're going to get into a lot more of what's going on with the Olympics, but this is actually the date when the Olympics started. You add the 2s together, you get a 6 as well, right? This is what she's pointing out. But Bo Pony is actually pointing out how this is, if you put it into the Julian calendar, from the fake Gregorian calendar, you get January 24th, 2026, which is supposed to be life birth. It could be a good or bad day depending on how you look at it. So it's an important date is the point. A very important date. And so, I mean, it just depends on how you want to look at it. So obviously the devil has his plans. God has his plans. They're both fighting against each other. As I've talked about numerous times, you have the white dragon versus the red dragon, as it says in the last chapter of the book of Esther that was removed, Mordecai's dream, the evil dragon versus the good dragon being God, the evil dragon being the red dragon, the devil. A lot of people are like, oh, you can't say God is a dragon. Well, he says he himself is a dragon in Psalms and other passages. I mean, he doesn't literally say, I'm a dragon. He says, I have fire coming out of my nostrils. How many other animals do that you know of other than a dragon? Fire coming out of their nostrils. But I mean, you also had the serpent or dragon on a pole. When it says the word serpent, it's actually dragon. Serpent on a pole that Moses lifted up is a dragon. So God represents himself as a dragon. Even Jesus referenced that, saying, just like the serpent on the pole, I will be raised up. So he is the white dragon, the good dragon. And the good dragon is fighting over power in the earth with the evil dragon, the red dragon, not in the sense of like them directly fighting, but rather over the minds of man. If men in their free will choose evil, the red dragon reigns. If men choose good overall, the white dragon reigns for 500 years. We just moved into the white dragon age from the red dragon age. We were in it for over 500 years. And now I believe we're moving forward, although the devil is still trying to do his agenda, as you can tell. Should be pretty obvious looking at some of this stuff. We have here, let's see here. I think we have the video right here. Let's play the video. Check it out. All right. Saying 2 different cauldrons are being from 2 different cities. I'm wondering what cities. I don't think he says. Oh, look. See, this is interesting. What is going on here? It's back. Today, actually, on another video of mine I made. So he hands him some sort of orb. You can see the symbol right there on the ground. We actually have some stuff on that as well. Hunger Games. Winter Olympics. Yeah, exactly, dude. Hunger Games, Winter Olympics, actually. Interesting. Oh, yeah, you also have the all-seeing, of course, eye. Although that's not the correct shape. It's not actually that symbol. It's actually a pentagram shape, if you look at it. Eye of Sauron. Satan loses. All right, what else do we got here? Yeah. Yeah, so the symbol right here. Yeah, this symbol. So we're going to get into that in a second. Obviously, the PDF symbol. We're using that word instead, if you know what I mean. Yeah, so we have some other stuff as well here. What else do we got? Oh, yeah. Let's see what this guy has to say right here. Actually, look at this picture. Literally, flames, a pentagram with a circle around it. It's literally the same thing. All right, let's play this real quick. No music. I'll probably have a copyright or something. It's so annoying. It's not like they mocked Jesus. Yeah, they did, actually. In the last one, 2024, we covered that. And they tried to deny it, but it was very obvious. They even used a rhyme. They used some sort of rhyme in French that referred to the river they were on, and the terms were all very similar. And it was very obviously referring to Christ. Oh, yeah, Commonwealth Games, giant satanic bull. All right. Yeah. It's like the golden calf, right? Of the Exodus. Yeah. Right. You got this PDF, of course, symbol here. Check this out. This is pretty cool.
Okay, so this is Jeffrey Epstein, a cabal of elite satanic pedophiles who control the media. This is the media. Go look at your iPhone. There's literally an apple with a bite out of it on the back. This is Western women who listen to stupid subversive narratives cooked up by literally devil-worshipping psychopaths. And then this is Western men who can't stop taking their cues from women. Ah, your kids can be trans. Every culture is the same. Let's let in mass migration. You don't have to be religious. All the religions are the same. You should just be spiritual. Do OnlyFans. Get into a bunch of debt to go to school so you get a piece of paper that says you memorize facts about arthropods instead of having children. Whatever she says is right. I'm with her. Believe all women. I just want some coochie. Oh, why is our society crumbling? What's happening? Oh, no. In a rightly ordered society, this guy would be looking at God and she would be looking at him. And she would be...
Oh, that's kind of interesting. Good analogy there, considering the files that just came out as well. Yeah, pretty good, actually. And, I mean, the fact is, this is pretty messed up, all the stuff that's going on. Very obviously, the devil is trying to put forth his agenda still. But like I mentioned in previous videos, he's already lost. I showed the astronomical symbolism even a year ago on my channel, where you had, I think it was in December, you had the power of Orion being eclipsed by an asteroid. I think that was back in December 2024. And you had numerous other ones. You had the Revelation 12 sign again in, I think, September of 2024 as well. You had several other things as well. You had the eclipse calendar, the exact same between the Book of Esther and what was in, I think, 2024 as well. So we actually moved into the White Dragon Age last year. And this explains why these files are coming out. Because why would they release them otherwise? If you're some elite dude running the world and you got everything under control, why the hell would you release that stuff? You wouldn't. Obviously, you would not want anybody to know about it. But the fact is, God is now starting to take dominion back. Again, as I mentioned, you have the red dragon and the white dragon vying for power over the world. As it says in the Book of Esther, the final chapter, Mordecai's dream, you have to go, it's not in your book, in your Bible. They took it out and put it in the Apocrypha. So you actually have to go read it online. They purposely, and the word Apocrypha means hidden, by the way, which of course they tell you, oh, it's a bad book. Don't read Apocrypha. It's actually really good. So the fact is, you also had King Arthur who had the exact same sort of dream 1,000 years later about a red and white dragon fighting for power over the world. Merlin the magician, who's also a Christian, which a lot of people don't know, interpreted it for him. And so, of course, a lot of people don't know magi or magicians met Jesus at his birth. That's what the word magi means, magician. A lot of Christians just assume magician, evil. That's, again, same sort of, this is what I'm talking about. The devil has intentionally separated the scriptures from what they're really meaning. Like by adding this theology in that takes the Bible and twists it into something else rather than you reading it for what it is. And so the entire point is that we are moving into a white dragon age. So it makes sense that these elite will fall eventually here because of this. And it will end up, good people will become in power rather than evil people. At any rate, that's my video. Kind of wonder what some of you guys think. Let me know in the comment section below. And thanks for watching.